On this week's video, I am going to show you what it takes to get your first sale on the Etsy marketplace with AI products using AI tools like Midjourney, how to identify niches and products on Etsy that are actually selling and can earn you profit using tools like EverBee for product research. You'd be surprised that it's not as difficult as you may imagine to actually get your first sale on Etsy. So without further ado, let's go inside on my computer. Let's talk about how easy it might be to actually get your very first sale on Etsy. Now, I'm a newcomer and I've been documenting my journey on my channel over the last few weeks. And I did get my first sale about a few weeks ago. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. However, it's not impossible. So in this video, I am going to show you every step that I took to get that first sale. So if you want to give Etsy a try and sell for yourself, then you're not going to want to miss this video. So for the example that I want to go through with you guys, I do want to focus on a niche, and I highly recommend that you do the same thing when you're starting out to select a product to sell on Etsy. Now, on my channel, I have been talking about how you can leverage the use of AI tools like Midjourney to generate images that you can actually sell on Etsy. Now, not all images are created equal, so that's why I want you guys to focus on a niche, and that's why I chose coloring books. Now, I'm not gonna say, or I'm not gonna show you exactly what type of coloring books I am selling. I do want to cover the niche overall, and then from this point you can find different opportunities of what coloring book sub niches you can focus on so you can start selling right now. So we're going to be using a tool to identify demand and sales in Etsy, and we're going to be using EverBee. I will have a link down below if you want to use it. I am not affiliated with them. It is totally free, so I'm not trying to sell you anything, so don't worry. But if you never used product research software before and you're interested, it'll be linked down at the bottom of the video. So I already have the Chrome extension installed. So on my screen, I'm gonna go ahead and click through on EverBee, and there's a few options here. I'm gonna go with product analytics, which is the one that I wanna focus on. And this is a great way to get information on different listings right now on Etsy. It's gonna tell you how many sales. It's gonna tell you how recent most sales have happened, and it's also gonna give you the name of the shop if you want to go look through some of their other listings. If you're liking the content so far, give me a big thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel to continue to grow. So thank you so much for tuning in and for watching this video. So right here is where you want to identify the demand for a particular coloring book niche, and as you can see here, there's different options you can sort through and get some ideas as to what coloring book you can generate using Midjourney. You also get to look at the prices, so on average you want to have an idea of how much the product is going to sell for, so that you don't lose any money after Etsy sales, and if you're running ads after any ad spend that you're going to do. And then you want to see the monthly sales. You want to see this number to be high. So for example, this particular product right here, this coloring book, has sold 62 times. So there is demand for this product, and that's the information that you want to get from here. The monthly revenue is $346, and they've had about 185 sales. And what I like about this is that the listing is relatively new. It's only been on Etsy for about 3 months. So this right here, for me, I would want to explore this particular product and see if I can make it better or have a variation so that customers will buy from me. You can get a closer look by clicking on the product, and it's going to give you a bit more information. Now, I am using the free version of EverBee, so a lot of the information is actually locked. So 418 Etsy buyers have added this listing as a favorite. So this is an item that's in demand. So these are qualifiers you want to look for when using Etsy to see if you can find a product that is in high demand and is actually worth your time to sell on Etsy. Another tip that I recommend is that you actually click through and visit the shop itself so that you can see where you can actually improve upon on this particular listing. So you can actually read through the comments that customers are leaving behind and see for opportunities where there's something that maybe went wrong and you can go ahead and fix it. Or maybe there's a request that maybe the coloring book was lacking something. You can go ahead and integrate that into your own version of your coloring book. So this is why I recommend that you go through, study the listing, get more insights, and then at that point you'll be ready to go ahead and create your very first list. Now you may be asking yourself, so we did the research, we found demand, we found a product, we found a niche. Now where do we go from here? And that's an excellent question, because that's what I'm going to show you now. We have arrived at the point of the video where now you're ready to start creating your actual coloring book using Midjourney. So let me go ahead and show you some prompts that I've been testing, I've been working with myself, and you can use the same template if you like to generate your own digital coloring books using Midjourney. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go back inside of my computer and let me show you how that would work. If you never used Midjourney before, don't worry, it's actually very simple and you'll be an expert in no time. Let me show you how you're gonna create the prompt. So for this example, I'm going to go with this particular subcategory niche for a baby dragon. This is my own template that I go through my brainstorming session to come up with my prompt. So like I said, you're going to first identify what is the theme of the coloring book. So for this example, we're gonna go with dragons. Let your creative juice just flow and go with it, okay? Right here, I went ahead and created a prompt for you. This is what pretty much it reads. It's a mystical Japanese baby dragon with large, cuddly eyes, because you want to make it cute. You want it to draw people in, and people do connect a lot with the cuteness. They like it, so give it to them. And then I went ahead and I emphasized that it has to be grayscale so that you can actually color in the lines and have an actual coloring page. So once you have your first prompt already put together, you want to start creating variations, because you need to make at least between 15 to 20 different coloring pages of, cuddly, baby mystical dragons. So I went ahead here, and as an example, I went on Google. You can do this yourself. As a matter of fact, I can show you, right here, I found a website and I searched for species of dragons, and here they are. So you got Hydra, you got the Western dragons, so go crazy, okay? And you can select whichever, dragon species you want to make your color book about. So let's go ahead, let's take this prompt, we're gonna put it into Midjourney, and let's see what it comes up with and what it generates to see if it's good or if it's bad. So let's go check that out. We are now inside of my Midjourney account. So what you want to do is you want to type in a command if you're not familiar with using Midjourney. So it's \imagine, and it's going to auto-populate on the search bar. And then you want to go ahead and paste in that prompt that we just created together. So there it is. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter, and we're going to wait a few seconds for it to actually generate the coloring page that hopefully we get to sell on Etsy. After a few seconds, here is our actual results. So you get 4 images from that prompt, and then you get to choose which one you like the most. So just from looking at these images, I think that the one that looks the most cuddly is actually this one right here. It will be the 3rd image. I really like it. Now it is a little bit too dark for a coloring page, so I may have to go back and retweak the prompt. But the whole point is here is you have to keep iterating and keep playing with the prompts until you find those images that are going to be the ones to be included inside of your coloring book. But like you saw here, it was actually done in a matter of seconds. It's pretty easy. The only thing is that it does take time, and it's gonna take a couple different attempts before you actually get that perfect image for your coloring page. So I'm gonna go ahead and upscale the 3rd one. I wanna see it a lot closer. So let me show you how it's going to look next. So here is our upscale image from the first 4 pictures that we got from Midjourney. So I really like this one a lot. However, it is a little bit too dark for my liking for a coloring page. So let me rerun this prompt, and we're gonna make it less gray and see how that looks. So here are the results of the new prompt without the grayscale keyword in it. Now this one resembles a lot more an actual coloring page. You can actually see where you would color in. However, I will still want to tweak a little bit some of the images. But again, this is a process that's going to take time. You're going to be running the prompt, taking a look at it, rerunning again until you find those perfect images so that you can get your very first sale on Etsy with coloring books. If you like this video so far, if you think it's bringing you value, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. You have no idea how much it really helps to promote my channel out to a lot more people, and that way I can help a lot more of you how to make money drop shipping on different platforms and selling on Etsy digital product. There's still so much to cover on this topic. This is why I'm actually going to split this video into a series of 2. So subscribe, stay tuned, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss part 2 of this series, where I'm actually going to show you how you go ahead and actually build and put together your very own coloring book so you can sell it on Etsy using Canva. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next